What's up team, it's Coach Nate here, and today I'm going to take you through a quick 10-minute warm-up that you can go through on a race day. On race day it can often be busy, a bit hectic, and you're not going to have all the opportunities to prepare like you might do at home. So I would also go through a separate mobility warm-up in the mobility workout in the morning just to loosen everything off. That can be a bit more ground-based, but at a race it might be difficult to do stuff on the floor. So I'm going to take you through a warm-up. All you need is ideally you have one mini band. That mini band you can either throw away or you can just keep it in your pocket when you're running or store it on you somewhere. Up to you, but ideally you keep one mini band, medium to high resistance. So I'm just going to go through that warm-up now because I'm about to head out for a run myself. So the first thing that we're going to do, we're going to work for, I'll time it as we go through. We're going to do 30 seconds just of a jumping jack, and that is purely to get the heart rate up a little bit and just get the body moving. It doesn't need to be super intense. So nice and easy, 30 seconds, jumping jacks. This is a little bit plyometric in nature just because of the jump. So I'm just getting warmed up through the feet and the ankles. And I'm also starting to get my upper body moving as well, okay? So it might be often races start in the morning, can be quite cold. So it's quite important just to start building, getting that heart rate up a little bit before we go into any of mobility work. Cool, that's 30 seconds. So next one I'm gonna do is almost like I'm skipping. Okay, so I'm just bouncing nice and easy, and I'm nice and relaxed in the upper body. Okay, you can bounce a little bit side to side, swing the arms a little bit. The goal is not to be too tense, just to warm up through the calves, feet, ankles, and get the body moving. Good. So again, switching it up, might be left, right, and easy. Okay, the next movement we go into is mainly for hamstrings and a little bit through hip flexors. So I'm gonna go heel to toe, bring my heel across slightly, okay, so just in line with my right foot, so hips are forwards. So all I want to do here, I'm going to bend the back knee, reach the arms back behind me, so I'm opening up shoulders, come through, weight onto the front leg, squeeze my bum, open up, okay? Once I get a rhythm, then I can go a little bit more dynamic. So as I open forward, I'm lengthening through the front of the chain, and when I come back, I'm hitting into my hamstrings. So on here, you might just choose to work through about 10 reps, 10 to 15 reps, and then switch over to the other side, little shake up. So start a bit slower. I like to breathe in on the way down, exhale as I come back up. Okay, once you find your rhythm, then you can get a little bit more dynamic working through there. Nice. Okay, the next one I'm going to go on to, I'm just going to do 5 each side, so a little jog on the spot, nice big open up and open up. Okay, so imagine you got a hurdle and you're stepping over that hurdle, so we're just trying to open up and warm up through that hip. So important here, you get more out of it if you're lifting both legs up and over. So really trying to work into that hip capsule and open it out. Okay, I'm gonna do the same thing, but this time as I come up and over, I'm just gonna drop down into my squat and a little bounce out. Up and over, drop down, little bounce out. We wanna start warming up both the body, but also the mind as well. So you might have your tunes in as you're working through this, getting everything in the right frame of mind for the day ahead. Good, nice. Okay, so we're getting there. We're starting to get up nice and warm. Next one I'm going to go into is a bit of balance and stability. So I want to go into a quad stretch. Try and find my balance here. I'm just going to work on that single leg. From here, I'm going to go forward into my lunge, and I'm going to get a nice big reach up before I drive back. Switching over other side. Push the hips forward, get the chest up tall. Find your stability. Nice big reach. Drive back overhead. Okay, so taking your time on this one, no rushing, really trying to open up. You want to feel that stretch through the hip flexors, especially when we're coming forward into that lunge. Trying to open everything up through there. Good. Okay, next one I'm going to go into is a little bit more different plane now. So instead of coming forwards, we're just gonna work lateral. So I'm stepping out to the side, reach, drive back. Okay, so as I reach, sit it low, think about powering back to the middle. Okay, then switch over other side, step it out, try and keep this leg nice and straight, drive it back in. And again, you can set a timer for these, or you could just simply work through a set number of reps. As long as it doesn't need to be fatiguing, the goal is to get you warm. Okay, next one is just to open up shoulders a little bit. So obviously when we're running, shoulders and arms are also very important. So here, core stays tight. I'm just pulsing back behind me. So I'm trying to keep chest up big as I pulse those arms back, forwards and backs. So both arms, chest stays big. So by this time you should be quite warm already. Just keeping that body more moving. A lot of people forget about upper body and they think purely lower body. But when we're running, we are going to be using our arms a lot. So we really want to try and open up that chest and allow that movement through. Okay, next thing we're going to do is take that band. So mini band's going to come on. I'm going to go underneath my feet. You could also go around your ankles for this. And maybe we haven't got tons of space. So I'm just going to work laterally, keeping straight legs. So everything locked out. And I can just work in this small space. Again, the goal here isn't to get a booty workout, okay? The goal is just to feel like you are getting that activation and everything feels like it's getting warm. So one more for me will probably do the job. Good, nice. Okay, the next one we can do with this on, this is quite a thick one, so maybe I'd want something less, but I'm sure it'll be okay. Just gonna warm up through the hip flexors. So right leg's grounded, and then other leg I'm trying to drive up. Important here, the standing leg, try not to let the knee bend. So really try and drive into the floor. You should feel your glute on your standing leg and your hip flexors working on the other side. Cool, it's quite a thick band, so that's quite a tough one, but that's okay. Next one I'm going to go on to with the mini band is just going to go around the ankle, so I've got a little bit higher now. Okay, and I'm just going to go into what I call an ankle driver. So key focus here is warming up through the ankle and the quads. So I'm looking to drive my knee as far forward as I can on my standing leg as I take that band. So I go diagonal forwards, lateral, and then reverse diagonal. Diagonal forwards, lateral, and reverse. Again, not going too crazy. I think I missed one, but everything should feel fired up and warm. Little shake out, and then we'll go to the other side. So set position, 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2. Okay, and can come off. So last couple of drills, just really want to warm up through the calves and ankles. So first one I'm going to do, looks a bit weird, is just a hill walk. So maybe you just got a small space here and you can just work forwards and back. Here you want to feel like your quads and the front, kind of where your shins are, so your anterior tip is getting warmed up. Good, and a little shake out. Then I'm going to do the reverse of that. So we're going to come onto the balls of the feet, warming up through the calf and the soleus a little bit. And again, just working small steps forwards and back, finding the balance and getting warmed up. Okay, so don't need to do loads, but enough that you feel it's getting ready to rock and roll. Next one I'm going to do is just, so I'm just driving. You might call this penguin walks. So I'm lifting the toe up, and then I'm trying to snap hard down into the ground. So again, real focus on just warming up through that calf, foot and ankle complex. 20 seconds, maybe 10 reps each side is more than enough. We should be getting pretty warm by now. Next, I'm just going to go into some pogo jumps, so a little bit more rapid, getting myself really fired up and warm. So for these, hands can be on hips. And what we're looking for is that quick contact time, lifting the toes up and then snapping down into the floor. Okay, so again, set a timer, 10, 15 reps, no more, nice and quick. Okay, I'm gonna do one more set on those, but this time the focus is trying to get a little bit more height on my jumps. Good, and done. So 10 there, trying to get a little bit more height. The last bit I'm gonna go into today, I'm just gonna go into some little drop, decelerate into some split stance. So I'm just popping on the toes, and from here I'm just going to drop down, balance, reset. So quick split of the feet, find that balance. And back up. Okay team, all in all that was probably around 10 minutes, maybe less with me talking a little bit. But that is a nice warm up you can go through with very minimal equipment. We've done quite a bit for the calves, the ankles, warmed up through the hips. The only thing maybe we could have done a little bit more is work on that rotation, but generally you should feel quite warmed up and primed and ready to go. So take it or leave it, that is my offer to you. But there is a simple warm up you can take away, you can use on race day. You might want to add in a few bits of your own bits, but generally think about the format as a ramp. So raise, get the heart rate up a little bit. That's where we're doing some of our just light jumping work, a bit of skipping style stuff. Then you want to activate / mobilize. So think about the hips, maybe a little bit of our T-spine for rotation, and probably working through opening up the ankles as well. Activation, kind of glutes, hamstrings, hip flexors, main areas, calves. And then yeah, potentiation is just that last bit, really trying to fire up that nervous system and get you ready to go. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you want, I'll also be putting together a mobility series, or mobility which you can use, which is a bit more ground based. That I might do in the same day, but at home, for example,